How to estimate and win more jobs. This has been so important in our lawn care and landscape company, and this is really how we've grown so fast in both locations. And we have expedited all of this information and really just plugged it in Florida, and that's why it's grown tremendously faster than our first location, because now we aren't making any of the mistakes. We're doing everything we've always done in Illinois, all of our learning, and we're just applying that directly. And so I want to pass along some of that information to you so you can grow your company faster, or you can just fill your schedule easier with just a few easy little tricks here to keep top of mind. And it's very straightforward. Before we get into that though, if you've never seen any of my YouTube videos before, my name's Jacob Godar. I have a landscape company in Illinois and one in Florida. Florida's our second location, and both are still growing and flourishing, and we can't wait to see what we do next, whether it's in the coaching business or in the landscaping, whatever it is. I'm just very, very passionate about growing business and also sharing the things we do that work so other people can do it, because I always wanted information about how to price this, how do I estimate this, how do I make it faster, how do I make it better. Having any information out there on YouTube where you can watch and learn from, get little nuggets here and there, is critical in the success when you're getting started and you're just really trying to feed your knowledge. This is gonna be a good one. This is gonna help you win more jobs. Number one, this is very, very, very basic, and I cannot say it enough, loud enough, obnoxiously enough to make sure I get your attention and make sure you hear this for exactly what it is. You must be fast. You must be able to finish an estimate, knock it out, get it to the homeowner like that, whether it be big or small. If it's a mowing estimate, that's one thing. That should for sure be instant, because it's 2023. If you're not measuring that online and coming up with a way to price that, there are some huge things that maybe you can't do 100% that way. But if we're talking residential mowing, you need to move towards that. You need to be faster, because what happens is if you go out and look at 10 lawns, because you have to look at every single one, we're able to measure 30 from the office. We are going to get the numbers quicker. And a lot of times people buy purely on the experience. How fast was it? How immediate was it? People are now geared towards everything being instant. So the faster you can be, the more you will sell. Now this translates over into landscaping as well. And that's really what I'm talking about today, less mowing, because mowing, this is very easy. But in landscaping, if I come in and it's a $15,000, $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 project, $100,000 project, whatever it is, maybe it's a $1,500 project. It's just a mulch project. If I can get the numbers faster, I'm going to win more work than the person who doesn't, because what happens is the person who doesn't have a good system, the person who can't knock out the numbers fast, the person who takes a painstaking amount of time every time, they pile up so many estimates, they maybe don't even get some done. The homeowner's like, well, it's been 2 weeks, I haven't heard anything. And then they just accept what they've already got. Maybe they got a 1 quote, maybe they got 3 quotes. If one person didn't respond, now it's only between you and someone else. Hopefully your ideal clients aren't just fishing for a price. They're fishing for what they truly want out of a project, a person they really want to work with. So you need to figure out how to be fast. And that's what this whole conversation today is going to be about. How do we estimate faster, specifically in landscaping? So that transitions right into the second point. You need to create a template to do your estimates. For us now, this started in Excel and now is in Service Autopilot, but I don't care where it is, whether it's in Jobber, whether it's in whatever other CRM you use. You need to have something where you can type in all of your labor items and all of your products very, very quickly. We can win an estimate and we can estimate it fast because I don't have to look up material prices. I don't have to look up all the different things. It's in the system. I can search, I want this stone, I want this, I want that. I can add the products to the estimate. Our estimates are broken out, so it's not just me guessing on a new bed install. It's not me guessing how much bed prep there is, how much whatever there is, and oh, you know, maybe this is gonna take 10 hours. I go in and I say, this is the square footage for bed prep. That gives an amount of hours and it gives a total. Then I go in and I look at, this is how much rock is getting installed based off my calculations. Okay, here's the total of the labor and here's the total of the hours. Then I go to my next lines, laying landscape fabric, additional labor for maybe moving this plant or that. That is an area where I'm gonna have to just say maybe an hour or two. But in estimates, you break them down into the smallest parts you can understand. And if you break it down small enough, you'll understand it. And that's why this is so broken down. Plant tear up. How many units, like how many plants are getting torn out? Another estimation of time. So we've broken out some of these things and we've tested them to verify that they're producing good numbers for our job. And then there's a couple areas that are pretty easy. Like, okay, those plants are getting torn out right there. That's not going to take that much. Okay, that's the amount. And so this allows us to type in numbers. Vinyl edging install, seam, like paver edging install. Here's the labor line. Okay, we can do this many feet in that much time. So all we have to say is 200 feet, boom. Finished. If you have a sub doing concrete curbing like we do down here in Florida, this many feet, it cost us this much. Here's our cost. And then here's what we charge the client. So we make money over the sub because we still have to manage this. You have to make money in your company. So now all I have to do is say 200 feet, boom, pumps out the number, shows me how much our cost is, shows me what our margin is. These are all things you could create on Excel. This is all stuff that you could just build out, or you could get a CRM, which is what I suggest, because then you can build out something that it's all sitting on a client page. It's all very organized. It can prompt you to follow up. And in CRMs, it's like whatever CRM you are going to use is the one that's going to be the best for you. Because if it's robust and super huge like Service Autopilot, if you're not going to use it, it's going to be intimidating. It's going to be garbage. Then like Jobber, if it's easier, that would be better, even though it's not as robust. Those are just my opinions. So if you love either, whatever, I don't care. I'm just saying doesn't matter if it's an easier system. It's the system you're going to use. So make sure you use it. That's what the one you're going to win with. So we have to be able to create this template so we can go through there and put all these items in, put all these products in. Just like if you were doing a paver job. Okay, here is excavation. We can excavate this many square foot in this much time. Here